Welcome back, guys, and in this video I will talk about DeepBrainChain, an AI blockchain project that launched back in December 2017. AI technology needs to be trained in order to perform better and show improvements. So in other words, a lot of computational power is needed. So one of the biggest problems with AI right now is the cost of producing computational power. So on average, an AI firm spends between 20 to 30% of its costs on computational power. So of course this becomes a heavy burden for AI enterprises. Basically, DBC is an AI blockchain driven computing platform. You can say that DBC does what Golem does, or Golem is trying to do, but for AI specifically. DeepBrainChain deploy AI on blockchain and thereby lower the costs. So DBC say that they can lower the cost by 70%, and this is huge if they actually are going to do that. That's like the main goal, the computational power and the computing platform. But the project aims to do other things as well. DBC is also a secure data trading platform. On this platform, buyer and seller doesn't have to worry about data leakage or reselling, and that's the great thing about blockchain technology. Now, DBC is a Chinese startup and is an offspring from a company called DeepBrain. DeepBrain is something different. It is a Chinese brand, and therefore it is hard to find information about the company and also the DeepBrainChain team, because people from DeepBrain is also part of the DeepBrainChain. And yeah, it's hard to find stuff and information about DeepBrainChain on Google, because Google isn't used in China. But what I really like about this project is that they already have an existing platform in the DeepBrain company, the company that has launched DeepBrainChain onto blockchain. Now let's have a look at the team, the DBC team. So the core team here consists of He Feng, the CEO, and he has launched the first Chinese voice assistant named Smart 360. He also led the development of the world's first AI speakers, which launched actually half a year before Amazon Echo. So that's impressive, I think so. DeepBrain, the company that launched DeepBrainChain, also won a 32 million fund. And I must say, he really sounds like a great CEO. He has a lot of expertise and also a lot of experience in this field. So the CTO here is called Jiang Xu. He is the CTO. He holds a PhD and masters in AI, artificial intelligence, and among other things, he led the team who won the SMP 2017. That's also a huge thing. Now last we have as CMO Shuangfeng Li, and he is currently the director of the China Audio Association. He won the first prize of Innovation China in 2012, and he also led the marketing team to achieve more than 17 million users for Smart 360, the voice assistant I mentioned before. He's also a columnist for a bunch of Chinese media sites, and of course this gives him some industry influence. Now if we look further down, we have the investment, a bunch of investment institutions which is connected to DeepBrainChain. So for example, GSR Ventures, also Gobi Partners, to name a few just, and DBC also has some partnerships in blockchain. And this is where it gets exciting, I at least think so. The biggest one is probably that the fact that they are backed up by the Neo Council. That's always a good sign. And then also the Columbia Blockchain Lab, which is a resource for blockchain technology education on Columbia University. Then let's have a look at the investors and advisors here. So, I mean, there's a lot of big names in Asia appears here. Many of them we don't know because most of us live in the Western world, but it is big names. For example, James Ding, who is managing director of a big venture capital fund, and he was the first to list a high-tech company on Nasdaq. The company was called Asia Info. Actually, if we scroll down on the page, you will see a list of the previous clients. So let's find that. Here, we have some gigantic names appearing here: Huawei, Microsoft, Lenovo, Siemens, just to name a few. So these are DeepBrain clients, you know, the company that has created DeepBrainChain. So imagine if just some of these clients actually begin using DeepBrainChain. I actually think that would be huge, and maybe not as hard as we think so. Actually, DBC claimed to be working together with the government also. Now, I think this is a good sign because the Chinese government, a good sign because then the project will gain political and financial support. And since China is a one-party government, it is even more important with support. Now, I know that it could also be bad for the project because China can shut down everything they want, but I don't see this happen when you have got such an experienced team. And remember, at the same time, AI will be huge in the future, and therefore the government wants to take part in the financial gains in this industry. I think so. So let's talk about the token utility. This is one of the projects where token utility is 100% justified. It is a vital aspect of the project value proposition, I would say so, because the DBC token rewards any use of any available processing power, and within the ecosystem, the DBC ecosystem, they're also intensive to mine, reward, and also accumulate the token. So as you probably know, the tokens exist, so miners exist, and this will result in cheaper computing power. That is the motive for miners in this case. Let's have a look at the roadmap for DeepBrainChain. First of all, 2018 Q1. So in Q1, the team wants to complete the development of the core architecture and key components, and as well complete the development of the DBC AI testnet. And this is huge because this actually means that their testnet will already be launched in Q1. So once the testnet has launched, the development will continue, of course, but the development of the so-called community contribution and reward system will begin. And really important is that the DBC team will begin focusing on marketing, and especially here in the Western world where DBC is unknown nearly. This is a good thing because they will set up some global meetups in Dublin, Hamburg, Amsterdam, and San Francisco. They will also focus on growing the community size on social media, and then they also will attend to at least one global blockchain summit every month. So let's scroll further down, and here we have the Q2 for 2018. So the plan is to finish the DBC AI testnet as well as release alpha and beta tests of the community contribution and reward system. Now the DBC team will also hold more global meetups and summits. They will continue their focus on the community, on the growing community, and they will establish a cooperation with a university or an organization. That's also interesting. So let's go further down to the Q3 2018. Of 2018, the plan is to improve the blockchain network and support a lot of new AI services or features. And the community contribution and reward system will actually be launched in Q3. I also wanted to mention the DBC wallet opportunities. DeepBrainChain is a NEP5 token, meaning that you can store it on the Neon wallet. You can find the Neon wallet on neo.org. Overall, DBC has the first move advantage. They have a great team with a lot of experience in this field. Furthermore, the project is backed up by the Neo Council, which is huge. Furthermore, they have connections with big companies, and they are not far away from launching their testnet, and I mean it will be really cool to see how this goes. Anyways, their roadmap looks great, and I like that. They're also focusing on growing their community. Also, the token isn't listed on the biggest exchanges yet. Huobi and Qcoin are currently their biggest exchanges. So, yeah, I mean, last but not least, it is possible to store it on a safe wallet, the official Neon wallet. I have a position in DBC, and I must say I plan to hodl my position for a long time. I think it will be huge, but I also think at the same time that it will take time, because you have to remember that the artificial intelligence industry is young. However, I think that the price at the moment is low. The current price of 0.1666 USD dollars. It would be a pretty good buy opportunity, I think so. Anyways guys, I want to thank you for listening to me, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and also remember to subscribe to my channel if you want to know more about making money with cryptocurrency.